With FNAF having been around for nearly a decade now at the time of this recording, it's not surprising that some of the ever-growing animatronic antagonist cast look a little bit more twisted and decrepit than the rest. With tonight's video exploring the many twisted, amalgamized versions of animatronics the FNAF franchise has to offer. So without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? The Mangle is a twisted, amalgamized mess of animatronic parts. It was once a animatronic known as Toy Foxy. Toy Foxy was torn apart by the children day after day until finally the staff just grew tired of putting it back together and fixing it at the end of every shift and left Mangle as a take-apart, put-back-together attraction. Due to the Mangle's heavy state of disrepair, it is now just an animatronic head with a few outer coverings atop a mangled mess of animatronic endoskeleton parts. And due to its disjointed nature, the Mangle is now able to creepily crawl along the ceiling and through vents on its way to get to the night guard's office. Once it arrives there, it will lunge down from the ceiling, jump on the night guard, and bite into him, with its sharp teeth killing him. At Fazbear's Fright, Mangle would appear once again as a ghostly phantom animatronic. She could be seen crawling across the ceiling, and even creepier, staring at the night guard through the office window, before eventually disappearing. A terrifying nightmare version of Mangle appeared in the Halloween DLC for Five Nights at Freddy's 4, the final chapter, in place of Foxy inside of Crying Child's closet. Five Nights at Freddy's, the sister location, introduced us to the likes of Ennard, who is literally an amalgamation of all of the animatronics at Circus Baby's Pizza World's endoskeletons to create something new and equally as nightmarish as what came before it. Enard is the final product of Circus Baby's evil plan, with Circus Baby being Sister Location's antagonist. Circus Baby wanted to use her along with the Funtime animatronics parts to create an endoskeleton that would be able to fit inside of a human so that they might be able to live their lives away from the confinement of Circus Baby's Pizza World. A way for Circus Baby and the other animatronics to collectively leave Circus Baby's Pizza World behind. But I guess things didn't really work out for Circus Baby and her crew in the end, because little did she know that human corpses rot and wither away, and this led to Mike's body starting to decay and, well, rot. And much to a lot of people's horror, Mike's corpse actually regurgitated Ennard into a sewer drain and then collapsed to the ground, before shortly after collapsing, the corpse of Mike Afton came back to life and continued to live its life like nothing had ever happened, with Ennard pulling itself back together and becoming what we would eventually come to know as Molten Freddy, donning a broken Funtime Freddy mask. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach gave us the Blob, a giant mass of writhing tentacle-like wires and cables entangled around various animatronic parts. The Blob is extremely aggressive and animalistic compared to other animatronics. It doesn't even seem to have a personality or sentience to speak of beyond its innate want to kill everything it sees. making the Blob truly a mindless monster relying on the most basic of instincts. During the secret ending of Security Breach, Gregory and Glamrock Freddy can actually stumble across the ruins of the Five Nights at Freddy's 6 Pizzeria Simulator location, right underneath the Mega Pizzaplex. And upon going into the ruins of the simulator location, you can actually discover a large sleeping animatronic. And this animatronic is known only as the Blob, an amalgamation of different animatronic parts similar to Ennard or Molten Freddy. This animatronic is super aggressive and violent, and after defeating the Secret Endings boss, Burntrap, the Blob will come out of hiding and violently attack Burntrap and drag him into the ruins of the Pizzeria Simulator location from FNAF 6. I'm gonna go and make an educated guess that the Blob is all that remains of the animatronics from Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place, and is actually what happens to animatronics when there is no ghost to haunt them, but a lot of dark and violent feelings, creating agony. And this potent agony is actually what brings the Blob to life, and also explains why the Blob does not have any sentience to speak of, and is literally just an angry death machine. But with all that being said, this pretty much wraps up my characters explained video on Mangle, Ennard, and the Blob. Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And with that, hope you guys enjoyed. Do take care, have a great night, and I'll see you in the next video.